What is time? Time is a system of events which happens one after the next. Time consists of the past, the present, and the future, in this exact order. Everything that happens over time cannot be reversed or redo. Time is a way to measure change. Take a seed, for example. We plant a seed in the past. In the present, it is growing. And in the future, it will be a flower. Time is very important in our daily lives because we always plan everything around time. We brush our teeth in the morning and plan breakfast, lunch, and dinner around certain times too. So how do we measure and tell time? Let's have a quick history of what we humans have been using to tell time. There are many devices that are used to measure time. In ancient times, the sun was the most common time measurement device. How? People will use the path of the sun as a way of telling the time of the day. The sun always rises at a certain time and sets at a certain time. When the sun rises, it is considered morning. When the sun is between rising and setting, it is the middle of the day. When the sun sets and the moon rises, it is evening. Another form of ancient time measurement device is the sundial. The sundial has two main parts, the gnomon and the dial. The gnomon is the part of the sundial that creates a shadow on the dial. As the sun moves across the sky, the gnomon causes a shadow to appear on the markings of the dial. The position of the shadow shows what time it is. As humans progressed, hourglasses became popular. An hourglass is a two-bulb-shaped object that is connected in the middle by a narrow path. The narrow path allows for the passage of the sand. Only one side is filled with sand. Time can be measured when all the sand completely travels from one bulb to the next. The bigger the hourglass, the more time it can measure. Today, the most common type of measurement device is clocks. The clock moves in a clockwise direction. This means that the time increases as it moves right. The slowest and the shortest hand on the clock counts the hours. The longer hand counts the minutes. Nowadays, clocks can be found in different forms. They can be found in watches, built into our phones, or on our nightstands as alarm clocks. Clocks are all around us. There are two types of clocks, analog and digital. Here are some analog clock examples. Here are some digital clock examples. Now let's talk about the units of time. The first is hours. There are 24 hours in a single day. The second unit of time is the minutes. There are a total of 60 minutes in 1 hour. The third unit of time is seconds. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. This is the smallest unit of the three and represents the shortest amount of time. Reading the time. Do you know how to read the time? On an analog clock, the slowest and shortest hand on the clock counts the hours. The longer hand counts the minutes. When the short hand is on a number and the longer hand is at a 12, it means the hour has just started. For example, take this image. The hour hand is on 6 and the minute hand is on 12, which means it is 6 o'clock. Reading the minute hand. As you recall, an hour is made out of 60 minutes. We can use the markings on the clock to read the minutes as well. When the minute hand is at the number 3 on the clock, it means that 15 minutes have passed. When the minute hand is at number 6 on the clock, it means that 30 minutes have passed. When the minute hand is on number 9 on the clock, it means that 45 minutes have passed. When the minute hand is at the number 12 on the clock, it means that 60 minutes have passed and the hour is complete, and the new one is about to start. Do you know that different planets have different length of days? A day is determined by how long the planet can rotate along its axis. For example, Earth takes 24 hours to rotate along its axis. So a day on Earth is 24 hours, but on Venus a day lasts for 116 days and 18 hours. Venus has the longest day out of all the planets of the solar system. A month on Earth is about 30 days. It revolves around the moon. It takes 30 days or 720 hours for the moon to complete its rotation around the Earth. So when a month has passed for us, it means that the moon has completed its rotation around the Earth. What about a year? A year depends on how long a planet takes to finish its rotation around the sun. On Earth, there are 12 months in 1 year. A year has 365 days. Like what you've learned? Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more future content.